everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 33 of Direwolf20's Let's Play series, where we're continuing to work on the create Cobblegen. It's a little bit ridiculous, and some people might say, hey, Dire, you could do this way easier with a mod like, I don't know, Industrial Foregoing or Thermal Expansion. And my response to you is, of course I can, but you guys have seen that before, and it's far less fun to build. So what I've got here is a drill breaking cobblestone, which will be like a lava water cobblegen, right? Vanilla cobblestone. And then that cobblestone gets split three ways. One will go towards making cobblestone, one will go towards making smooth stone, and the other will go up here and turn into gravel. And then that gravel gets split one of two ways. It could just go into a gravel drawer, or the next piece to go that way would get dropped under here and make its way back, where it gets vacuumed up and sent right back up the same path to turn into sand. And then that sand comes out here and makes its way and either splits into glass, sand, or clay. And that's what we've got so far. And then once it turns into sand, glass, or clay, it'll come down here and be ready to be picked up by a drawer system. And that is what we're going to work on today. So I want to gather the smooth stone, the cobblestone, the clay that can come out here, the gravel that can come out here, and get them all up and running so that everything behaves itself. Now you don't make a mess, please. So that's the plan, right, as it sits right now. And I'm going to need, you know, a little bit of conveyoring to make this happen, I think. But we can make it work, right? We can definitely make it work. Now, having my magnet off here is kind of an important prereq, I would say. Because my magnet pulls items sometimes when they fall in the world, and we don't want to let that happen. So we're going to be very careful about that. Let's get a couple more chutes, by the way, because we're definitely going to need these guys. Like, a lot. And I can hear the plate stamping happen, which is cool. I like to know that that's working. So here we go. We've got you guys ready to go, right? So I'm going to have you drop here and here. And that's looking pretty good, right? So that'll be the bits that collect the smooth stone and the cobblestone. And now the last things we need to get are chutes for clay and sand, or gravel. And I think that should be it, right? I think that should be it. I think that should be it. Does dirt turn into something with water? I don't even know. Does dirt turn into something with water? I don't think so. Well, now we know. Trying to keep my inventory as clean as humanly possible. Not as easy as it looks, I assure you. Okay, so that should be nice and cleaned off now, and we'll just try and keep everything as tidy as possible, right? So you're going to need a chute right here. And that's going to be the gravel chute? Or is that... Nope. This is the gravel chute. Yes, better. Now, did a chute land on my belt? It might have. Though I'm not seeing it, so maybe not. There must be a chute somewhere. There must be a chute. Oh, there it is. Ah, found it. Nice. There's got to be a chute somewhere. Right? Okay. I hear you, buddy. I hear you. So we want belts basically running here. I really should, like, turn off this whole thing, is what I should do. Because stuff's going to get gummed up somewhere. I just know it. Items are going to wind up somewhere that I don't want them. But anyway, you to potentially you. Does that sound like a potential plan? Right? So then the items that'll drop through here for gravel and clay can come this way. Maybe I actually want you here because you're ending there. So I could do that. And you know what? I could then say this. Cool. I like that. And then you guys should be here to about here. And that should work? Yeah. Okay. And then what we're going to want is everything to eventually wind up, let's say, right here-ish? I like that idea. So what we could have is a drawer controller here. And then what we would have is a shaft doing this. Like that. Yes. So you to you, and now I just need to get you turning. Boy, this jetpack is fast. That's all I have to say about that. Now, what if I got you with a gearbox, right? So that is the wrong direction. Wrong direction, right? Because I want you reversed. Man, it would have been awesome if that was the right direction. So cool. What about a vertical gearbox here and here? Wrong direction still. It's a little hard to guess which direction things are going to be spinning until you actually get them spinning. Or can I sneak in something here to make you spin the right way? That's a question. What I could do is something like this. Maybe. Alright, so here's a shenanigans plan. I could double gearbox you. Now you're all spinning the right way. And then how about this? Yes, that works. That works. And then I just need you to be a brass phone. Hopefully that works. And then you guys can be drawers. Okay. That I'm going to lock everybody up, right? And then what we're going to want is to tell it what's allowed in here. So we'll do clay, glass, sand, cobble, smooth stone, gravel, and then I'll probably throw flint in there. And then that leaves room for 2 more potential things. But that should all work. Should all work, right? So let's get a stack of cobble here and see what happens. When we break one, it's going to go there, it's going to get smelted, and then it's going to drop down, turn into smooth stone. After it's smooth stone, it's going to go boop, boop, boop. Yeah, buddy. That's what's up. And then you're smooth stone. Nice. Now, what I think I'm going to do for the time being, right? Should really teach these things how to be made, but where's my drawers? What I want is a storage downgrade. And the reason I want this is I want to test what happens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When things start backstuffing. Well, actually, no. So my problem is, yeah, because I'm feeding everything into the same belts. Yeah. things won't really back stuff, will they? Since I'm feeding everything in with the same belt, and excuse me, sir, but no. No with the noises, okay? Look, I appreciate you rats. You guys are adorable. But with the noises right now, I can't, okay? So because I'm feeding everything in on one belt system, what I really am going to need is void upgrades. I think that's accurate, right? Because with storage downgrades, what our problem's going to be is that glass will gum up the works here. And when glass is full, right? Realistically, what will happen is cobble will be the first one to fill up, and then cobble will get stuck here. And because cobble's stuck here, then we're going to gum up the works. If I was splitting all the resources into their own belts and feeding them into drawers individually, I could probably allow backstuffing of some belts. But I think the better approach, because I'm feeding it into a drawer controller, because I think that's better the way I have it working, is just to do void upgrades. Right? So we could just do... Oh wow, am I that low on obsidian? I thought I had more obsidian than that. Well, you get the idea. I'll just throw it into this drawer for now, and that'll be cool. Okay? So I guess the last thing I want to do is set up my... One of you and one of you. We're going to need some water. I'm telling you, I'm just not good at controlling this jetpack. It's a little too fast. And I don't know if there's a way to slow it down. And I might want to speed up the drill. How much, how's my stress? We've got a lot of stress capacity available to us. So if I really wanted to speed up this drill, I could, presumably, do so. Adjustable chain gear shift. This is the one with the redstone control. So what if I put 2 of these? Right, with encased chain drives. Okay, so bear with me on this, right? What if we did this? Right, now you're at 256 impact. If I give you a redstone signal now with a lever. Okay. $512. Cool. Now what if I did this? $10.24. Cool. And then you should break a lot quicker. Nice. See how much faster it's breaking? That's what's up. So check that out. Cobble went that way. You're getting what? Gravelly stuffs? Your gravel line's gummed up. I probably gummed it with something. Yeah, that made its way in there. That's okay. Once we have this running, it shouldn't gum up too much anymore. But we'll see. What I should have is like a catch-all filter at the end that will just catch items that somehow make their way onto belts that don't belong. Like you. But look, everything's behaving itself. Aha! It's working! It's working. And remember, clay is a 25% chance, so we won't get clay every time. So now what we want is to create a vanilla Cobblegen. So I have to make a vanilla thing, so... You know, that's fun. But what we probably want to do is something like this. So we want like... So if we had water here, we had lava here, there is a functional Cobblegen. Huh? Eh? Now, it's not perfect, right? Ideally, I think what I should have done is made it so that I could backstuff certain belts. But it is working. Look, and everything's combining correctly. Look, gravel's coming, sand's coming, right? Flint's happening. That's kind of cool, yo. Look at it go. That is really pretty cool. That is really pretty cool. That is really pretty cool. Yeah, what I should have done is made it so that certain lines get clogged, right? So what I would have had to do is have 7 output belts, all feeding into drawers individually. That way, once the cobblestone drawer fills up, it would have stopped moving cobblestone along these belts, and then all future cobble would go towards sand and gravel, right? Or smooth stone. But, you know. Now, is that a little over-engineered? Probably. Is it kind of cool, though? I think so. Let me just think if there's anything I want to tweak or improve on this. And then I want to make it look a little bit nicer. So, what if I used an andesite funnel instead of a chute? Okay, check this out. If I give this guy a redstone signal, he will stop sending items below. Which means that the cobble line then gums up. Which means that all future cobble is split between crushing and smooth stoning. Haha. Ha 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 ha. And the reason I say this is because now what we could do is we could make a storage dude from refined storage. What do you guys do? You are... How do we make those? External storage? Right? If we made external storage from refined storage. Okay. And we connected you like so. And then we got our cables here. Okay. Now, what I want you to be is a high priority, right? So if we went into priority and made you 10, right? That would mean that any and all cobble that we put in here should make its way in, right? $434. Now, if I'm extracting from here, does it prioritize extraction as well? I forget. 180. Yes. All right, so I need to get all the cobble out of my discs and get them into there. And pretty much the same for gravel and sand, too. So what I'll do for now is to facilitate that, I'm going to set you to insert only, which means now if I try to extract cobble from here, it ain't going to work, right? Cool. So because it's insert only, it'll only insert the cobble, and that works, right? And it doesn't show it as being available. And then the same for gravel, sand, clay, glass. You got any glass in there? No. Flint, a little bit. Sand, glass, flint. How about smooth stone? Yeah, I need to do a lot of smooth stone. Cool. Now I can switch you back to extract and insert. Okay. So now that we've got that covered, what we could do is we could, let's see here. Where's my redstone-y output dude? Detector. I think that's what we want. I'm probably going to want to just teach you how to make detectors because you know how to make all the components, right? Okay. And what we can say, get me a few more of those. How am I for cables at the moment? Ish. Oof, my engine speed is low. But what we can do is we can come over here and we can say, hey, if we have more than, let's say, 2,000 cobble, because that's the number I'm going to randomly assign as being enough cobble. Okay. So I can connect to my stuff here relatively easily. Now where'd those cables go? There we go. Got the 30-ish that I wanted. Boom, boom. And what we're going to do is you're going to detect, let's make you detect cobble. And emit signal when above 2,000. Now you guys should be connected. Did I miss a connection there? Shouldn't you be connected? Shouldn't you be online? Yes. So let's make it like 1,000. So now he's on. And I want to make sure he's only, yes, he's only affecting that guy. So now, yes, perfect. So let's make it 2,000, right? Cool. So now when we have 2,000 cobblestone, which we're pretty close to having, and I could probably extract some out of here to make this happen, right, to demonstrate this. Watch what happens. As soon as we hit 2,000 cobblestone, like we just did, now the cobble line starts coming up. Cool? How cool is that? And we can do the same here for smooth stone, right? So what I can do is say when we have 2,000 smooth stone, and when you are, when greater amount, right? So again, when we have more than 2,000 smooth stone, he's going to stop making smooth stone. Okay, I like this. I like this a lot, actually. This looks pretty cool. Now we have to do similar things here. Now this clay, we're going to always need to send down. The gravel, we do want to stop, right? So what we want is a few more andesite tunnels. We'll make like 10 of them. Okay. The clay we always want to send down because we never want this line to back stuff on clay. But this gravel we can stop, and what will happen is when we have enough gravel, it'll start sending all its gravel to turn into sand. Okay, so let's make sure that you, sir, and I should probably do something for like a catch-all over here. I have to figure out what it'll be. I just haven't yet. But if like if any items land on this belt that don't belong, suck them into a chest or something. But I can figure that out in a minute, right? So that means you, which I think that just happened to be honest with you. Yes. Can be that, and he'll start behaving again. And then we'll do a similar setup with a detector. We're going to want like 4 or 5 more of these bad boys, right? And then we'll say when we have enough gravel, stop graveling. Okay, so you, and the chute does not be affected by redstone, so that's actually cool. So we'll say the wireless crafting grid is out of, oh yeah, I can see that. I was not prepared for that. Can I set you mode equipment, mode inventory? Yes. So I don't want you charging my thing anymore. Let me put you in here. My jetpack. I don't want you charging my jetpack anymore. Because you keep charging my jetpack right away and then none of my other items, right? Which is not what I want. So this way, my flux capacitor only charges the items in my inventory, but no longer charges my jetpack. We're going to set up a thing in a bit at some point to make that much better. Anyway, where was I? Yes. So we're going to get gravel here. And we're going to say when you have more than... For now, I'm going to make it 100 gravel. But let's get cabling run. And make sure that's greater than. And yes, I know shrink is a thing. Yes, I know shrink is a thing. So now gravel should be gummed up here, right? So watch what happens, right? Cobble's gummed up, which means we're only sending cobble to smelt into stone and be pulverized into gravel. Now, all the gravel that's being crushed is being turned into sand. Cool? And that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Alright? That's pretty cool. Now, we definitely want to add similar things here. So I want to be careful because of lava. Do what now? You shouldn't be doing that. That's what I want. Shift click it, and you'll be good. Boom. Nice and awesome, right? And then we can set up similar guys here. And I think what I'm going to do is make sure that you guys are all covered. And I'll probably replace a lot of this cobblestone with something a little bit nicer looking, but for now it's getting the foundations in, right? So you're going to be glass. And I want you to be 2,000. You're going to be sand. And you're going to be 2,000. And you're going to be clay at 2,000. Cool? And then we can run our cabling here. And that's cool, right? So let's simulate having, 2,000 sand real quick, right? And to simulate that, I'm just going to change this to 200 sand, which I may not even have that much. So let's make it, 20 sand, right? So, and let's also make sure that these guys are all greater than, and greater than mode, right? So now all sand will gum up here, right? And now all our sand will be smelted or clayed. Cool? I like that. Now, eventually stuff's going to gum up here, which ain't the end of the world. Because there's no way to backstuff you, is there? Probably not. Yeah, that'll be a little bit of a problem. How can I prevent you from backstuffing? Huh. What if I put a chute here, just for fun? Would that do something, you think? I'd like you to eventually stop and prevent items from flowing in when you no longer need to accept them. I don't know if that makes a difference or makes anything happen, but we'll see. It seems to be preventing items from just sitting in the world, though, which is nice. It does act like some kind of hopper. Look, you can see the items getting stuck in there for a sec. Yeah? So that's kind of working. I wonder if there's, like, a limit to this. Like, if this has some kind of, like, quote-unquote internal inventory that fills up. But, I mean, we'll see, right? That's kind of cool, though. We could test this by making each of these 20. And now everything should gum. And I'll just be curious to see what happens here, right? Because this guy's stuck. So at some point, he's going to do something, right? And then we'll just see if he eventually comes up. Let me give it a few minutes. So this may or may not back stuff, but I'm not super concerned about whether or not it does. Because it'll either back stuff or it'll just void things, which I'm okay with. So ultimately, this is working the way I want it to. So let me bump you back up to 2,000. Let me bump you back up to 2,000. And let me bump you back up to 2,000. And that will let everything run again. And gravel will also keep at 2,000. Right? And then you can be 2,000 and you are 2,000. And that's looking pretty good to me. What do you guys think? You like? I hope so, because I think it's pretty awesome. It's got some back stuff there to clear, which is why that's running so fast. Oh, look, it is back stuffing up top. Well, maybe. Something's definitely back stuffed up there. So something definitely happened. That's cool. And it'll eventually clear itself. And I'm good with that. Nice. All right. So now, how do we make this look cool? That is the question. That is very much the question. Glass may be involved in making this look cool. Right? Wouldn't it be neat if we had just like a glass floor type of deal? Now, what did I use for these guys? Framed glass from Create. Right? How do we make framed glass? Oh, that's right, stone cutting glass. Okay. Yes. Because that stuff is good looking. Okay. So we could use this. So let's see. What I should probably have that and some smooth stone to kind of tidy stuff up a little bit. I want to try to make it look nice. You know what I mean? Like, try to make it look nice. So I'm thinking I might turn the floor into all smooth stone. Maybe I should get my exchanger. Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a good time. So you're going to be this guy. And I also want to make sure that you are on fuzzy mode off. So you only exchange grass and cobble. Yes. Ah, inventory explode. Ah, inventory explode. And of course, that's going to happen. Yeah, this is the reason I want a cover on these things to prevent that from happening. Cool. Let's put away some belts. I'm going to put away some of the things I don't super need right now so I can make this work without too much fuss. Okay. So exchanging gadget, come back. Cool. Just going to do that for now. Okay. And then let's get our other gadget here. So you guys can turn back into surface mode and do that. And then let's get a little build to me action going on. Is that reasonable? But I don't want you. Okay. And then you guys can all be covered like so. Trying to make this look cool, remember? And I basically want to mostly see the belts. So if I were to do this, and then this, yes, look cool. And then let's get you fixed. You guys too. And remember, I mostly want to see the belts. So anything that's not belt covering will be smooth stone. Anything that is belts can be you. Cool. Now, how about you guys? Do I want you to be glass or smooth stone? I'm thinking smooth stone. Yeah? Look good? Okay. That's looking pretty cool, right? Feeling good about this so far. Ah, that is not bad at all. That is not bad at all. Now, did something come up somewhere? It's possible. Because only gravel's running all of a sudden. So what happened? What happened? What broke? Something somewhere got broke or stuck. I'll figure it out. I know what I broke. That's what I broke. There we go. Fixed. Fixed. That has to be an empty block space, so those items can get sucked up. Which, by the way, looks super awesome. And now we're making sand and clay and all that stuff again. Nice. Does this look good? Because I feel like it looks pretty good. Call me crazy. I feel like it looks pretty good. I mean, I'm just saying. I am just saying. Alright, so I think that's putting together a lot of create mechanics. A lot of create mechanics are being put together there. And I think it's a pretty cool looking Cobblegen. Like, is it a little over-engineered? Sure. Could it have been more compact? Probably. But I really like how it came out in the end. I think it looks awesome. Right? Like, there's smooth stone coming in here, there's gravel, there's sand, there's clay, right? Like, everything's doing what I want to see it doing. And it's really working out pretty well. And I see you, rats, dude. And I don't want you gumming up my works with all your stuff. If you could just do me that favor and try chilling out a little bit. Just being a little bit chill, that would be great. Alright, so I think that's a wrapping up point for the episode. So for now, Direwolf20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If this becomes a problem and random items start causing backstuffing here, I'll deal with it. But I think as long as I'm not in here messing too much, it should be fine. And what I might do is snag a little bit of smooth stone, a little bit more of it, so I can exchange her a bunch more of this stuff. And I think that would be a smart move, right? And we'll make the whole floor in here be nice and smooth stony. That sound good? Looks good to me, right? I mean, I think it looks good. I will defer to you guys in the comments section of the video to tell me how good or bad of a job I may or may not have done, because it's me. I don't usually do that great. But I tried, and hopefully everybody sees it as an I tried. I mean, I think that looks pretty cool. I really do. I think it's neat. I hope you guys like it. I really do. So for now, like I said, Direwolf20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time. I think I'm going to take a little break from Create for now and switch gears again and start working on some other mods. But I do want to come back to Create because I want to see if I can play more with the moving platforms and the rotating stuff and all that. So we'll see what we can come up with for more Create shenanigans in the future. For now, Direwolf20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Wow, we actually came in right under the wire of stress. Nice. Take it easy.